with a choice of perspective, okay? And listen, every single day, you're going to be met with a choice of perspective. The moment you go through situations you experience, you're going to be met with a choice of perspective. What do I mean by that? I mean that you're going to have an opportunity to choose what it means to you, to choose how you see things. And so before we get started, I want to share this as a bonus. So clearly right now in my life, I am recovering, I'm rehabbing, I'm getting back to where I want to be. But I'm out here in the trails about 4 miles in, and at about 2 miles, I was hit with a choice of perspective. And that choice was either I can determine a useful meaning or a useless meaning. What is a useless meaning? A useless meaning is a meaning that doesn't serve you, a meaning that makes you feel like you're less, a meaning that doesn't give you a way out, a meaning that makes you feel incapable. And that useless meaning I was going to create was, I'm not in shape. Now that could be the truth, but how does that meaning serve me? How would that meaning serve the rest of my run? I guarantee you it would have put a negative spirit in my soul, and I would have focused on being tired, not in shape, and it would have drained my energy. So what did I do? Me understanding the power of perspective, and this ain't the message for today, y'all. This is just extra credit as people are coming in. Make sure you share this. And this can relate to your life, because think about this. You're always going to be met with a choice of perspective every single day. No matter how beautiful life is, hard life is, you're learning to protect your peace. Type peace right now. If you want to protect your peace, the book, it comes out in less than 14 days, March 5th. If you haven't got it yet, make sure you pre-order it. But instead of using that useless meaning, I developed a useful meaning. And that useful meaning was saying, instead of saying I'm not in shape, I simply said I'm getting into shape. I'm getting into shape right now. And that served me the rest of my run. It changed my focus, right? It gave me more energy. It gave me a positive outlook. And so the question I want to ask you before we dive into this is, with your mindset, with your energy, with your life, with your perspective, is it useful or useless? And if it's useless, that means that you are not giving yourself a chance to win. You are literally defeating yourself. I know other people have treated you wrong and all these other things outside of you, but you got to give yourself a chance to win, because this world's going to beat you up. This world's going to knock you down. And so you can't give this world a helping hand. So you got to develop useful meanings no matter how hard it is. The useful meaning could be, you know what? I'm getting there. My life is getting better. You know what? I might not have what I want to have now, but I'm moving towards it, right? That's a useful meaning in your life. And so many people, I'm just keeping it real, they have useless meanings that don't serve them. People always ask, Trent, why are you so positive? What's the other alternative? To be negative? To keep myself in a place that I don't want to be at? I'm going to always give myself an option of winning, an option of positivity, an option of figuring it out, an option of a way out, even if there's no way out. I'm going to always believe that there's another level. I'm going to always believe the breakthrough is coming. I'm going to always believe my best life is ahead. Okay, so I want to ask you that as we dive into this today, are the meanings you're giving yourself, type in the chat, be real. Is it useful or useless? Okay, that's extra credit. Now I got about 15 minutes with y'all to talk about 3 things. Okay, 3 things to take your power back. And I'm going to tell y'all right now, I need your energy, man. I'm coming on live for y'all in the middle of my run because I care, I want to help, but I need y'all's energy. I feel the energy is low in here right now. And I don't know, because I'm talking about some self-accountability stuff. I know a lot of people don't like that. We don't want to take responsibility over our life, but I need the energy up. I need y'all to drop some fire emojis. I need you to light up the chat. I need you to say, I'm here. I need to feel your energy as I navigate the forest like Dorothy. Hold on. Whew. Ah, dang. Mud. Oh, well. Mud ain't hurt nobody. What up, Marty? Miss Dumas said useful. Okay. Hey, Nature Shells is back, man. Nature Shells is back. Y'all miss me? Oh, yeah, I see the fire emojis, Debbie. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, y'all. What I need you to do after this live to help the algorithm, make sure you like this post. All right, when I press in, that's all I ask. 3 things to take your power back, okay? Everything I'm going to talk about today is in your control. Everybody write in the chat, it's in my control. Everybody write in the chat, say it's in my control. Everybody write in the chat, say it's on me. Everybody, put it's on me. Those words are the greatest words that you can tell yourself. because you give yourself the permission to take ownership over your life. And when you take ownership over your life, you can do something about your life. Number one, if you want to take your power back, all these things that I'm about to talk about are contributors to how you see the world, are contributors to your perspective, are contributors to the reality that you see and create. Number one, you got to have a great attitude. Everybody write in the chat, attitude. Listen, your attitude is in your control. I know it's hard to have a great attitude when things aren't going great. I know it's hard to have a great attitude when your back's against the wall. I know it's hard to have a great attitude when you're dealing with so much. But listen, having a spirit of gratitude is the best attitude to change your situation. Your attitude creates energy in your life. Your attitude contributes to what I call soul momentum. What is soul momentum? Your momentum is what's leading your life. Do you have a negative momentum, a useless momentum, or do you have a useful momentum? Your attitude controls that, right? You're in control of your attitude. So number one, if you want to shift your reality and how you see the world, seeing the world is working for you, seeing that everything is creating power in your life, helping your life, you got to be able to control your attitude. All right? And I don't care what's going on outside you, because he who controls you outside of you controls your life. He who angers you, he who pisses you off, controls your life. Okay? We can't allow these outside things to control our attitude and how we show up. See, a lot of us, if we just showed up with a better attitude at our jobs, in our family life, just in general, we would change a lot of our situations. But when you have a bad attitude, you think that everything is working against you, there's nothing happening for your life, and it doesn't serve you. So number one, attitude. Write that in the chat. Attitude. You're always met with the choice of choosing an attitude that serves you or an attitude that works against you. Number two, belief. What you believe, you will achieve. What you believe, you will achieve. Write that in the chat. What I believe, I will achieve. If you believe that you can't, you won't. If you believe that you can, you will. It's that simple. Your beliefs control how you show up. Your beliefs control the momentum in your soul. Some of us don't believe that there's better, so we're seeing everything in life as worse. Some of us don't believe that a breakthrough is coming, so all we're programmed to see is everything working against us. Our belief is one of the greatest contributors to our perspective, okay? Everybody write in the chat. Belief, what I believe, I will achieve. And belief is free. Everything I'm telling you today takes no talent, nothing external. Belief is free. And this is one of these lives that are life-changing. Oh my gosh, a red bird. Haha, yeah. Rest in peace, Mom. Y'all read the book. Y'all know about the red birds, so y'all come back there. When y'all read the book, you know what I'm talking about. Man, I never see red birds out here. Like randomly, I'll see one. And a red bird, I'm going to just say this while I'm in the middle of it. I'll come back. A red bird is me and my mom's bird. We have a special meaning with the red bird. You can read the book and know that story. But every time I see a cardinal, it's like my mom is letting me know her presence is near. And it's always when I'm going live. It's always when I'm speaking life. That's how I know, man. That's how I know God got me. But back to the message. Belief. What you believe, you will achieve. Right? So belief controls everything. Belief controls how you see the world. Belief controls how you see opportunities. Belief controls your life. And some of us, we don't believe. And that's why we experience nothing different in our life. You got to believe despite. You got to believe despite the setbacks, despite what you have in your life, despite your financial situation. Belief creates the right energy in your life. Belief creates a magnet that magnetizes the right things for your life. You got to believe it. And belief is free. Though nobody else can make you believe, nobody else can stop you from believing, you got to be able to see it even when it's not seen. You got to be able to know it's coming even when you can't see it coming. You got to know a door is going to open for your life even when that door don't exist. You got to believe beyond. Everybody write in the chat, believe beyond. Everybody write in the chat, believe beyond. And I want you to believe, write in the chat, what you believe beyond, whatever your situation is. Believe beyond divorce. Believe beyond fired from a job. I believe beyond my health scare. I believe beyond my failure, right? I'm believing beyond anything that comes in my life because I'm going to focus on and have my life powered by my belief. Remember, this whole message today is an internal message. It all starts with you. And so you got to realize this truth, my friend. You have a choice with belief. Life will present you the opportunity to believe or not to believe. You got that choice every single day you wake up. I believe there's more to my life, even when I can't see it. I believe there's better to my life, even when I can't feel it. I refuse to believe anything different. I refuse to create negative soul momentum in my life. You're going to read that and protect your peace. Last but not least. So number one is what? What's number one? Attitude. All these contribute to how you see the world, your reality. If you have a poor reality, it's because you have a poor attitude, you have a poor belief system. And number three, expectations. Whew. Let's go, y'all. Nature heals, man. Somebody get out in nature today. It's beautiful in Texas. Oh, believe beyond my trauma. Believe beyond my trauma. I love that. Believe beyond poverty. I love that. Right? Believe beyond, right? Don't let your situation define your life. Let your situation refine your life. Don't let your situation define your life. Let your situation refine your life. Let your situation shift your spirit, shift your soul. Let your situation, man, build your faith. Let your situation power you in a way that perfection couldn't give you. Whew. Believe beyond trauma. That hit my soul right there. Believe beyond grief. That's what I had to believe beyond these last 2 years. Last but not least, number three, expectations. Listen, I'm going to stop on this one. This world is going to try to program you, going to try to tell you to not have high expectations. And I'm going to tell you right now, that's why a lot of people in this world live a life that they don't deserve. Live a life of being successful at selling for less because their expectations are so small. I want you to have big expectations. I want you to have higher expectations, right? This shapes your reality. You see, I'm always going to expect more from myself. I'm always going to see myself as more. I'm always going to believe that there's more. I'm always going to believe that there's another peak in my life. There's something better for my life. I'm always going to believe that, right? I'm going to raise the bar in my life. Most people, and I've said this many times, but most people are successful at aiming too low because they're afraid to aim too high. And I'll tell you this, I would rather you be unsuccessful at aiming high than successful at aiming low. Okay? Because when you aim low, when you have a low expectation on your life, you start to see no way out. You start to see, oh, this is all I deserve. This is all it is to life, right? I want you to raise the bar in your life. How can you raise the bar in your life right now? Write in the chat if you want to. How can you raise the bar? How can you have higher expectations for yourself? Higher expectations of health. Take your health to a level that you don't even think is possible. Do it, because I promise you, the only limitations we have are the limitations we put on ourselves. I promise you, when you expect more, you become more, you'll do more, you'll live more, you experience more. I'm telling you, it starts with expectations. You got to expect more out of yourself. Stop being afraid to let yourself down, okay? The biggest letdown is you not going to get everything that you were meant to do and meant to be. That's the biggest letdown. Experiencing failure, that's not a letdown. Experiencing, something that you didn't get right the first time, that's not a letdown. That's called life. That's called the journey. And so what I need you to do is to raise your bar of expectation on your life this year. I want you to expect more from yourself. Expect more in your relationships. Expect more in your service. Expect more in your friendships. Expect more from yourself. Expect more in how you show up. Like, raise the bar. Because I'm telling you, the human brain, us as humans, we're always going to find a way, if we give ourselves permission, to meet the level that we are envisioning. We're always going to find a way. The human mind, oh man, and the power of God inside of us is amazing. You are more than a conqueror. You are capable. You are more capable than what you expect and what you think. So I'm telling you right now, the only impossibilities that exist, you can write this quote down, one of my favorite quotes. The only impossibilities that exist are the ones that you create. I'm living in high expectations right now. I only thought I could do a mile or two today based upon how I felt. Right now, currently, I'm about 4 miles. Once I got into the trail, I said, you know what, I'm going to do the whole trail. I'm going to expect more. If I can't do it, I can't do it. I can always come back, but I just showed myself I could. I want you to prove to yourself that you're worth more. I want you to prove to yourself that you can become more. I want you to prove to yourself that you are more. Prove it to yourself. Don't prove it to anybody else. Don't do it for anybody else, right? I want you to prove it to yourself this year. So number one, attitude, right? You're always going to be met. And somebody send me these notes, by the way. I know some of y'all be taking notes. Inbox me these notes if you can. This is a powerful training. I feel you're always going to be met with the choice of perspective, right? And these three things will power your perspective every single time. Your attitude, that's a choice. Your belief, that's a choice. You can still believe you can win. I'm going to give y'all a perfect story. And we're going to wrap this up. So, was it this weekend? What's today? Yeah, this past weekend, we were in Houston, Texas. My 7-on-7 football team. And I'm not going to go through this whole game because I don't have time. It'll take too long. But we were getting basically cheated, right? But I'm not a person who blames external things. I take responsibility. I said we still should be able to beat them if we're getting cheated or not. And so we're down the whole game. We're down the whole game. But I made sure the squad still believed, no matter what the scoreboard said, no matter how much the odds were against us, I made sure that we believed. Because belief, no problem, it's such a powerful, powerful tool, right? So make a long story short, it's 25 seconds left. We have the ball. Odds probably 1 to 50 of us winning this game. But even when the odds are impossible, I still believe the odds are beatable. You hear me? Even when the odds are impossible, I still believe the odds are beatable. I'm never gonna defeat myself, ever. Ever, ever, ever. 25 seconds left. We're driving down the field. We get about to the 20-yard line. We have one play. We throw the ball to my son. He doesn't bring it in. They win the game, supposedly. I still believe. I still believe. They won the game, right? Well, there was some mustard on the lettuce. What does that mean? There was a flag on the play. The other team committed a penalty, so we had one more shot. I truly believe my boys believed. Still against the odds. What happens? We throw it up. No time on the clock. Same play. Same exact play to my son. This time he brings it in. If he would have had any ounce of doubt, if the quarterback would have had any ounce of doubt, if the coaches would have had any ounce of doubt, we wouldn't have won that game. We win the game. Last play of the game. We celebrate. It feels great. Why do I tell that story to you? Some of y'all in that position in life right now. All the odds are stacked against you. You feel like it's over. People think it's over in your life. People done counted you out. It seems impossible. You still got to believe, baby. You still got to believe. You still got to have high expectations for yourself. You still got to keep the right attitude because that's how you make your comeback. That's how you make your comeback. I believe in you. Now it's time to go believe in yourself. All right? If you felt this, drop a heart. If you felt this, share this. I'm glad whoever's on here is on here because I feel like this is one of these messages if you truly get and you truly apply, if you don't just listen, because application creates transformation. If you don't just listen, but you truly apply, this will change your life. Always check your attitude, check your beliefs, check your expectations. Because those things create the reality of how you see the world. It creates your reality. If you see the reality, if you see life as poor, if you see life as unfair, one of those three things aren't where they should be. That's in your control. Nobody else can control that. They might can try to influence it, but nobody else can control your attitude, your beliefs, and your expectations. Remember, when we protect our peace, we're saying we can't do nothing about the chaos around us, but we are in control with the calm that's inside of us. That's what protecting your peace is all about. We can't control the external. You can't control if it rains today or not, but you can control how you let that storm affect your life. You can't control how you use the storm, right? So y'all, I love you. I appreciate you. If you got this far and you ain't got the book yet, go pre-order the book. I need your help. We right on the cusp of being a bestseller, y'all. We right on the cusp. So I need your help. You know, go buy 5, 3, 1. Just share it if you can't buy it. But we right there, man. And this book means so much to me. And it's crazy because I'm getting so many texts from people that I get given the book to that's really close to me. And even people who don't read, they say, man, I can't put this book down. One person said, I'm on page 53. It's changed my life already, Trent. And so I do believe that this book will do the same for you. All right, if you love me live, you'll love this book. Like I said in every single video, it all starts with you. I'm proud of myself. I'm keeping my attitude right. I'm keeping my belief in check. And I'm raising the bar of my expectations, right? That's how we shift our perspective from our prison to our power. Let's get it, y'all. Talk to y'all soon. Straight up.